How's it gonna end? That's what I want to know.
Where did it begin?
Exactly. Where did it begin?
Not even exactly. Just roughly would be fine with me.
No good will come of it. Generally.
We haven't seen much good so far.
The odd person benefits. That's about it.
Humanity as a whole suffers.
Yeah. Well, there's no end to the suffering of men.
Women know more about suffering.
I don't want to talk about that.
You never do. You never want to talk about how women suffer.
At the hands of men.
I didn't say that.
That's what you meant.
I meant what I meant.
It's getting very tedious, all this going on all the time. Besides, men suffer at the hands of men just as much as women do, maybe more.
Not more.
At least as much. It's getting really tedious, all this complaining. We're all in this together, I told you. You wouldn't be any happier as a man, and I wouldn't be any happier as a woman. Although I wouldn't mind trying. At least once.
I might make a good man.
I don't think so. Besides, you'd have to shave every day. You ever think about that? Shaving every day. Even if you're late for work, 5 minutes even. You have to hurry up, so you cut yourself and then you bleed.
Women bleed all the time.
That's
No.
the difference.
How so?
Well, it's not really bleeding, is it?
What would you call it?
Bleeding is when you cut yourself, like when you lose blood. Like, for example, when you're shaving, or when you're chopping wood, you get yourself in the foot. That's bleeding.
When's the last time you chopped wood?
Bleeding is when you're hanging from a cross with nails in your hands and feet, and someone stabs you in the side with a spear.
Women bleed 3 days a month. Sometimes more. Nobody makes a big deal about that.
Well, that's different.
Bleeding is bleeding.
Well, think of the alternative. Being pregnant.
The alternative to bleeding is not bleeding.
Which is being pregnant.
You're not listening. I said the alternative to bleeding is not bleeding.
Yeah,
It doesn't have anything to do with being pregnant.
you're wrong there.
Are you bleeding?
Of course not.
Are you pregnant?
Don't be foolish. You wanna know about bleeding? Ask a soldier.
Soldiers kill everybody, not just each other. They kill women as well as children.
See, you're wrong there. Soldiers fight to protect women and children, to protect their homes, their property.
They're women.
I didn't say that. Jesus Christ, it's getting really difficult to communicate with you.
You mean?
Don't say that.
All right. I won't. You know what I mean.
It's just a phase I'm going through. You'll be fine soon. Maybe tonight.
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, well, talking about it doesn't help.
All right. We don't have to talk about it.
I think I'm gonna cry.
What are you talking about?
I feel sad, like crying.
Just turn it around.
Not sure I can.
Pull yourself together.
All right, I'll try. You know, if I was a woman, I could cry whenever I wanted to.
A woman cries because she feels it, not because she wants to. No woman in her right mind wants to cry.
I feel like crying more and more these days.
Well, I wish you wouldn't. It forces me to look away. Look somewhere else.
What's wrong with me?
It's probably my fault.
I'm not blaming you. Even if it did turn out to be your fault, I wouldn't blame you for it. I'm not like that.
You always say that. Why do you always say that?
It's true.
You never want to face up to the facts.
I think I'm gonna go chop some wood. Maybe then I'll feel better.
Like a man.
Perhaps. You seen the axe?
What's since the last time?
That was a while ago.
I can't even remember the last time.
Ah, fuck!
What?
I think I cut myself.
You have to be careful. Did you?
Maybe not. Close though.
Close only counts in
Oh, don't say that. I hate it when you say that.
darts.
I think I'm gonna chop some wood now. Maybe it'll ease my suffering.
It's getting cold in here anyway. A fire would be nice. Warm things up.
I'm not gonna build a fire.
You said you chopped some wood.
Exactly. Men chop wood. They chop wood, they pile it in nice straight rows by the side of the house. That way they can look at it and say, I chopped that wood. I piled it in nice straight rows by the side of the house. And women go along and burn it. There's nothing left to show for the effort.
You chop wood to keep warm. That's the idea.
God, there's more to life than being comfortable, you know. Surely there's achievement, accomplishment, those kinds of things. More to life than being comfortable.
It's hard to bake a cake in a cold oven. Or bread.
I just want to chop wood and pile it in nice straight rows by the side of the house. That way I can look at it and say, I chopped that wood. I piled it in nice straight rows. If you just go along and burn it, there's nothing left to show for the effort. Just ashes. Nothing left to look at. Only ashes.
You could look at television,
I hate television.
the commercials. Right.
Yes.
You don't like to be reminded of women bleeding.
Why do you keep talking about that?
Perhaps because I'm pregnant.
Oh, go on.
I am.
That's impossible. I haven't felt like doing it in months. It's been months.
That's because you hide the axe and can't remember where to find it.
I didn't hide the axe! Did you hide the axe?
Why would I hide the axe?
Oh, I don't know, so I'd start to cry, so I'd get depressed, so I'd start thinking about Jesus and lose my virility.
I didn't touch the axe.
Besides, you can't be pregnant. It's been months. Unless it's hysterical. That happens to women, right? Hysterical pregnancies. I've read about that, I think.
I'm pregnant.
That's impossible. Unless you've been unfaithful. Have you?
I think I'm going to cry.
What are you talking about?
I feel sad. Like crying.
Straighten around.
I'm not sure I can.
Pull yourself together.
All right. I'll try.
So, been unfaithful.
Just once.
Now you're pregnant. That's a fine how do you do.
At least I've stopped bleeding.
I told you to stop talking about that.
That's because you don't bleed. You don't suffer like a woman does.
You just told me that you've been unfaithful. Now you're telling me I don't bleed? How do you think I feel?
You don't seem to be suffering.
I'm suffering! On the inside.
I'm sorry.
When did it happen?
It was a little while ago.
When?
I don't remember exactly. The time I lost your favorite undershorts. Do you remember that?
At the laundromat?
Yes. And you were so upset that I had lost them. I didn't even know that they were your favorite shorts. I didn't know you had a favorite pair of undershorts. How was I to know that? I just grabbed the first thing that came into my hand, and it happened to be your favorite pair of undershorts. If I had known that they were your favorites, I wouldn't have used them
Use them? For what?
to clean up after we made love.
You made love at the laundromat.
Yes. And that's where it happened. I'm sorry if it hurts you. We don't have to talk about it.
What happened?
I've already told you. On the bench.
Orange bench?
Yes.
So you've been having an affair at the laundromat. Meeting him there every Tuesday night.
No. I told you it only happened once. And I've never seen him again. I promise.
Tell me what happened.
He was standing. Leaning against the machine. The washing machine. It was one of those machines that doesn't work very well, you know? because it was vibrating so much, making this terrible banging noise. And I could tell the way that he was leaning against it. He was having a nice time.
Jesus Christ, well, I'm at home watching television.
When the machine stopped, he turned around and it was very obvious that he was excited. And he noticed me looking at him, so I smiled innocently. I didn't mean anything by smiling. I just wanted to reassure him that I didn't mind if he was having a nice time with the washer. And then he smiled back at me. So I sat with my back to him. I believe I was blushing or something. He took his clothes out of the washer and put them in the dryer. And their eyes met again. And then he sat down beside me on the bench.
Orange bench.
Yes. That's where it happened.
And you used my favorite shorts.
Yes. It was the first thing that came to hand. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna chop wood.
Would you like me to make a cake? As long as we're gonna have a fire, I can make a cake.
I'm not gonna make a fire. I'm just gonna chop wood. Pile it in nice straight rows at the side of the house. That way I have something to show for my effort. There will be no fire tonight.
All right. Just wanted to give you a little treat is all.
You seen that axe?
I haven't touched it, I swear. Perhaps it's on the back porch. Have you thought of looking there?
I'll look.
We'll have to decide what to do about the baby. I would like to keep the baby, but we could talk about it. I hope it's a boy. What do you hope?
Whew, yikers.